Boss Radio, RX 93.1. Here we go. We've got our top 10 for today. Of course, we have our very special guest in the RX booth. We have Mr. Raymond Gutierrez.
Hey guys, good morning.
And of course, we have Del on the phone.
Hello.
A phone patch.
There you go.
There you go. So it's the gang's complete.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Because at least Del's here. And
her presence is felt.
Fully clothed. Kailangan talaga. We really have to say fully clothed.
Kasi kayo.
No, because the last time you went on air via phone, you told us you weren't really clothed.
I was kidding. It was a joke.
We
God.
don't believe you. We know how you like to walk around in the house. What?
I have a kid in the house. No, I don't do that anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, so so Raymond, today we have a top 10. We thought you would have very interesting input in our topic for today. We are looking for the top 10 ways to spot a fake socialite.
Oh, God.
I'm sure you have stories, and we want you to give some of your input.
As long as it doesn't put you in a compromising situation.
No naming names naman. You'll never name names. We never do that naman on the show. But more like parang certain behavior.
Why am I getting nervous?
You shouldn't be. But, and some of the entries are just ridiculous anyway.
And so let's start off with Camilo. How to spot a fake socialite? She's not part of the who's who, but more of the who are you?
Well, for me, the worst is if you're in a group photo and then they publish it in a magazine or a newspaper and it says like Raymond Gutierrez, blah, 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 and then end friend.
End friend.
Right.
That's like that.
Yeah, that's like the worst thing ever. That's like, people actually make a joke that about now, like, oh, ayokong tumabi sa'yo, baka ma-end friend ako. So like, so in like parties and stuff, people kind of like, say that.
No, you don't want to be the end friend.
Actually, because that does happen. I mean, if you see like photos in magazines, I'm sure like you've seen this before.
Yeah.
Or worse, if you're mislabeled.
Yeah, as someone else.
Yeah. Let's say
because it's bad for you and the person that they named. Yeah.
I would think that's even. Have you ever been like, especially the earlier days, have you ever been like in a newspaper tapos either Richard was labeled as Raymond and Raymond labeled as Richard?
I think it's happened before.
Right.
Or they kind of misplaced the order.
Oh, right.
Like maybe Raymond and Richard when it's supposed to be Richard and Raymond.
Exactly.
Things like that. But
at least you're twins.
Yeah.
I mean, and
so
you're
that's pretty
brothers.
understandable.
And it's okay.
But if it's a completely different person.
Can you imagine if you're labeled as a completely different guy?
Or like Eddie Gutierrez. Like,
oh my gosh, diba? And Kylie Gayahan says, fake socialites are the first ones to follow a trend because real ones start it.
I wouldn't know because I've never started a trend in my entire life.
I think it's about it's not about being a socialite or not. I think it's just about knowing what you like and what you don't like.
Right.
Yeah.
And starting a trend for me is like having your own identity, having your own personality in the way you dress, the way you carry yourself. Yeah. It's not necessarily, I want to be a socialite, so I'm going to do this. I mean, there are people who kind of think that way.
Who aspire for it.
Yeah, but people who really start trends are not there because they want to start a trend. It's just because they think
that's
it's
what
cool.
They feel like. Yeah.
Okay, so from Lazy Boy Takio, you find somebody who goes, ew, look at that girl. She brought aluminum foil pang balot dun sa food. How jeje. Me, I use Ziploc. Pero may dala pa rin siya. Magbabaon.
I think I'm lucky enough I haven't attended an event na may nag-Ziploc or may nag-foil. Yeah. So I've never actually encountered that. But that's pretty hilarious.
Kasi like imagine mo, nag-judgment pa siya.
Oo, na parang
aluminum foil.
Pero at least ako naka-Ziploc. And sa kanya daw branded.
And then Mashed Plutonium says, let's say the fake socialite goes, grabe, ang saya kagabi sa Prive. And then, so the other girl goes, it's privé.
I'm not gonna lie, I've heard Prive.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
No, but there's a second part that she goes, yeah, I meant privé. So anyway, last night at privé, someone spilled wine on my Lacoste.
Because it's privé. So it only follows.
Na-correct siya eh, diba? So, ay, nga pala, it's privé.
Okay, I've encountered someone just saying DKNY as Dickney.
Really?
Oh my
gosh. It's pretty bad.
Dickney?
That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible as a brand.
I'm like, who would name their brand that, right?
Wala namang kasunod pa.
No, kasi delikado.
Delikado.
Pag, paano kung like it's a collaboration between like DKNY and Marc Jacobs or something like that? So it would be called what?
DKNY, Marc Jacobs. Gamer fan says, yung nagpapatalbugan kayo ng makeup. So like, okay, wait.
What?
I have to give example. Okay, like, Raymond, you have to supply the really top makeup people, okay? Because I don't know. Okay. So, kunyari, one will say...
Like Juan Sarte.
There. Yeah. Kunyari, who did your makeup? For me, it's like Juan Sarte. And then give me another one.
Lala Flores.
For me naman, it's Lala Flores. Really? What about you? Who did your makeup? Me, like Arlington.
That's way extreme.
Yeah. Who did your makeup? Arlington.
Pero what you don't know pala is they own Arlington. Oh, so okay lang. Or not really. Not really.
Really? I don't think so.
Making use
That's
of...
not an excuse.
I know.
Just don't wear any makeup na lang.
And also, LS Dominic says, you're in a really fancy bar or club.
Yeah.
And then everybody orders a really fancy drink.
Right.
And then you go, me siguro, gin bulag na lang.
See, it's all about how you pronounce it.
Yes, right?
It's not really about
Gin
the
bulag.
Yeah, gin bulag.
Because it sounds so much
It's
classier.
the latest drink.
Yeah. And I'm sure like the bartender there would probably like, what?
Diba? It's like,
Or sabihin niya sa'yo, walang gin bulag, gin lapad lang.
And Kiko Rabi says, if somebody goes, oh my gosh, I love like cronuts.
Yeah.
And then somebody goes, oh, here, I brought some cronuts. Crow peck at peanuts.
Pwede rin naman.
Crow peck
kind of
and
makes sense.
peanuts.
Hey, but you know cronuts taste a lot like otap from Cebu.
Actually, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
so when I
with,
first tried it, I was like,
syrup
oh
lang.
wow, it tastes like otap from
Did
Cebu.
they call it otap because it looks like the beak of a duck?
That's what it's called? An otap?
No, kasi otap, say it backwards is pato.
I don't
I have
know.
no
Kasi
idea.
it's shaped like the beak of a duck.
We have to Google that one.
Yeah, I know. I don't...
Diba?
Why is it called
Kasi
an otap?
otap, pato. And then, para siyang beak ni Donald Duck. Tinan mo, the shape.
Yeah, but why is it called like a rosquillo? Rosquillos.
I don't know.
What's going on, Del?
What?
Are you vibrating?
Are you
That's
vibrating?
not vibrating.
What's that sound?
It's your phone, dude.
No.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay, go.
Go.
What is the definition of socialite? I mean, I
have no
understand
idea.
it by what I see, what I think I know, but what is the definition? How would you...
You know, I'm kind of allergic to that word, actually.
To the word socialite.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, I mean, I personally don't see myself as that.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends and I actually don't like that word so much.
The word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, because there are many, but there's the glitterati. They like to use that naman in Hollywood.
I don't know.
And
I'm
then-
just allergic to labels.
And what's
I think, you know, the general term is like somebody who likes to attend socials.
socially?
So like events and parties, someone who's personable, someone who has a lot of friends.
Right.
Someone who's like the life of the party, and you know, I think that's what it really defines, and that's what it means. But
Right.
I mean, not a lot of people are very fond of that word, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a bad connotation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, let's be honest, a little bit old.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a bit dated.
How long? Yeah. How long ago has it been since?
What do people call? Okay, even if let's say you don't like labels, what's the most used term for like the it crowd?
That's what it is, I think.
Yeah.
Just that.
That's the most overused right now.
I mean, it can't be helped. I mean, with Raymond, for example, you hang out with the it crowd. There really are, whether in front of the camera or they're you know, like Liz Uy, who's in front and behind the camera, calling the shots. I mean, you hang around with people who are meant to be seen, meant to be observed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are you used to the attention that you go to an event?
I mean, there's you know, the attention and the fame that goes with it. I think there's two sides to it. I mean, there are a lot of perks in, you know, whatever we do,
Right.
but you know, there's also the bashers and the haters, and
Yeah.
you got to deal with that. And I think it's because we've been in the industry for so long. Well, I personally, speaking for myself, me and my family, that it doesn't really affect us.
We're used to it by now.
Yeah, we're used to the controversies and we're used to all of that. But in terms of the people that I hang around with, I started hanging out with these people when, we were kind of like young and like dumb and not doing anything. And like, so we kind of helped all of us kind of grow to be the individuals that we are. And without each other's help, I don't think we would be as, as successful as
who
we
you
are
now.
Yeah.
Well, that was my next question, because Georgina is pretty vocal about, having you like as a bestie, You guys are like always together. I mean, when did you become friends, and what do you think tipped the balance from you guys were, just normal kids who are prominent to who you are now? When did that change? Because I'm trying to track it, and I've known you for quite a while, and Georgina's name has been pretty famous, but nothing like the past couple of years.
Yeah, well, George and I met actually when I first moved to Manila.
Right.
We first met when we were still both Baduy. But we got along, and we just started hanging out with the right people, and then my brother met her, and then they started dating. So, and then even after that episode, George and I still remain good friends until to this day, and we ask each other for advice on everything, whether it's like clothes down to the projects, down to every possible thing, and even like with our contracts and changes in our careers.
Right.
We talk about everything, and we're really open, and we're each other's reality check.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little setup that you've got.
Yeah, because it's so easy to be surrounded by yes people who say yes to you all the time, and people who aren't real to you. So it's good that we have each other to kind of like remind, like gising.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you that reality check thing, because I think a lot of celebrities, because they live in the limelight so long, have a very warped idea of what the world is like.
Yeah. Well, a lot of celebrities are legit crazy.
I think that's what makes them interesting.
You need a little bit of that.
You need a little bit of crazy.
You need a little bit of crazy, and I mean, I'm surrounded by it, so. But I think what's important is to surround yourself with real people. I think that's at the bottom line. Like, you just need to have real people around you, because it's so easy to surround yourself with like people who are gonna, make you delusional and believe things that are not really like true.
Right. So basically,
I think we have our quote for the day from Raymond. Celebrities are legit crazy. Make a trend, guys.
Good job.
All right, so we're just going to go into a short break.
Yes.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, so if you want to join us for today, thank you to Genius, who suggested the topic for today, the top 10 ways to spot a fake socialite. Just key in RX, space your entries, and send them to 2299, or tweet us via twitter.com/RX931. Please include hashtag The Morning Rush and hashtag fake socialite.